Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. Alright, so check out my hat. This was a gift from a viewer. I'll keep their anonymity, but let me say thank you, viewer, for this hat. It's awesome. For those of you who don't know, it's a Pan Am hat, and Pan Am was the airline company that asked Rolex to make basically a 2-time zone watch for their pilots who had long-haul flights. So if it wasn't for that request from Pan Am, Rolex might have never made the GMT. So this has sort of a GMT Rolex connection. This brand of Pan Am, which is no longer in existence, which is kind of a shame. Thank you for the hat, by the way. All right, so we had some quality control issues with the Casio. So I'm going to have to actually take it back today and exchange it. I noticed it. I've opened it just to check, but I never actually put it on, and I didn't wear it. So so I think it'll be fine exchanging it. What's the issue? Well, one thing that I really liked about this watch was the circular indicator, and the LED, the little dot, doesn't line up perfectly with the screen printing, and as you can see, it's sort of just off a little bit, and it bothers me. That's my favorite part of the watch, and so I decided to go there today and try to get a new one, and hopefully they haven't sold out. They only had 3 left, and if I can't find one that where the indicator is you know, where it's supposed to be, I'm gonna have to return it because well, I don't know, I might return it, I might not, but anyway, the quality control issues, and we're gonna rectify them today, and I just wanted to let you know. So let's see how this goes. All right, guys, it's a done deal. I got it. So did the old switcheroo. I think the woman thought I was crazy. It was a pretty easy process, though. I showed her the watch. I don't think she had any idea what I was talking about. We went over, and they still had the 3 that they had yesterday, and she compared them all and then shook her head. She didn't quite, again, understand what I was talking about, but she handed me the 3 and said, okay, well, choose the one you want. And 2 of those remaining 3 had the same issue, but thankfully one appeared to be perfect, so I went with it, and she just handed it to me and said, we're done, and I walked out with it and the receipt. So really easy. There's a saying in Japanese, and it applies to marriage. Before marriage, keep 2 eyes open. After marriage, keep 1 eye shut. And I think it applies to this. Before a purchase, really do your due diligence. Check. It could be a humble Casio, it could be a Seiko, it could be especially if it's a Rolex. Really keep your eyes open. And I think it's really easy to assume that everything is going to be okay, because you want the watch. I mean, I've looked at watches on the internet, and I really wanted it. And the checking process was just an attempt at confirming that everything was okay. It wasn't checking it as thoroughly as it should have been checked. So keep your eyes open. And then once you get the watch, accept it for its faults. A viewer asked me to make a video on wabi-sabi, and I had to actually Google the concept, but it's a Japanese concept of looking at beauty in imperfection. And I could have exercised a little wabi-sabi with this watch, and seen the beauty in the fact that the center LED circle was slightly misaligned. I could have, but I didn't, and and maybe I should have, but that's a separate issue. I really did buy it for that LED, and for it to be off was too much irony for me to swallow. So I did feel like I had to change it. But yeah, Wabi Sabi, looking at the faults as not something to I guess look down upon the piece over, but you know, embrace and appreciate, and I guess a sort of a mirror of the fact that there really is no such thing as perfection. There are no perfect circles in the world, only in theory, right? And so, before your watch purchases, keep two eyes wide open, and afterwards, keep one eye shut and accept what you have, unless you've got a receipt and it's just a bike ride away. All right, take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.